Yep. All right.
Yay.
Do you remember where we left off?
Yeah, it was good old Chamonix's turn to get interrogated by
Inspector.
the Inspector Gadget.
It sounds scary.
Nah, he's just doing his job. That's all. I've done it for a long time. Seems nice.
You're up. What do you do,
So can I
Shaman?
try and hide my plant in the fairy realm?
Fairy realm.
Yeah, I want it to just go away long enough so the inspector doesn't see it. Because I don't want him taking my plant from me. It's important to me.
Well, he hasn't confiscated anything from any of you guys.
Yeah, he just puts a lock on it, pretty much. He doesn't take it away.
Well, I don't want it being locked either, is the thing.
Which fairy worlds? I don't remember you getting access to the fairy.
Oh, I thought it came from like a fairy world. It came from like a magic garden.
It came from particular space that is controlled and operated by an entity of power. That's where it comes.
So, if I
The gardens.
send it back, will it ever come back to me, or is it stuck there?
Not sure. You haven't had any further interaction with the gardens.
I wouldn't suggest sending it there, but that's just me. Not a character.
I just gotta try and figure out if there's a way around this. I feel like that's within my right. But I'm pretty much out of ideas, so.
I mean, it's pretty discreet on your character. It's just like, a tattoo. You kind of spent 50 merit to kind of make it that discreet.
I could probably spend more merit to make it more discreet. But then I wouldn't have any merit left to just spend on the destroyer.
True.
But maybe this is the merit that I need to spend on the destroyer.
I think either way, he's going to get destroyed when he deals with you.
But he could be destroyed so much earlier.
You'll
and
be
with
fine.
less complication.
You'll be fine. Don't underestimate yourself.
I don't think Shaman would be there. He was challenged to hand-to-hand combat. He should probably go.
You don't need to go up and be
I
He's
sneaky
a
about
nice
it.
yeah,
guy.
probably.
He's just gonna, not have a fun time when he hits you. Self-defense.
But it takes
Bad
5
karma to
hours
hit
is the
somebody.
problem.
That's fine.
Just fight him for 5 hours.
Make a show of it.
You can do it. You can do it. White Wolf knows.
Okay. Fine, I'll just go to the interrogator without any shenanigans at all.
That's the way to do it.
No shenanigans.
No shenanigans?
Mm-hmm.
Really, wouldn't no shenanigans be the maximum amount of shenanigans?
All right. Well, you approach the guy, and he's just like, well, how are you today?
Oh, pretty good. I'm alive. I'm on the third floor, which I think is where I wanted to be. I'm pretty sure this feels right.
Many
Maybe?
individuals do end up on the third floor, yes.
Good. It's good. How are you?
I am doing quite well. I have a nice little job here. And, pay's pretty decent. Privilege isn't too bad.
Jobs are good.
I get to be
Privileges are
nosy.
important. Oh. You like being nosy then?
Oh yes, I very much enjoy it.
you're well suited to. That's excellent. I myself am a humble medicine seller.
Mm. Heard that line before, but continue.
um, so
Just tell them about yourself. Like what you can do.
Yeah. So tell
what
us a little.
can't I do?
Yeah. So tell us a little about yourself. What what are you bringing to the
Um,
city?
I've got Mip Mip. Can I keep Mip Mip? I
Of
need
course
him
you can
with me.
keep.
He's
Of course you can keep Mip Mip.
this
If it
is
gets bigger
my
though.
emotional support dragon.
Mip Mip.
Do I need paperwork for that?
Yes, because there are dragon hunters in the city, and
Oh,
any dragon that is not registered is free game. So let's
how
get
do
Mip
I?
Mip. That we can do
y-
that right here, no problem. There's a
Okay,
registration fee, but it's not too bad.
okay. I think I can
Actually,
swing that.
registration fee is actually based off of the size, weight, and category of dragon.
None of which I know.
Fortunately, we do have a category that is a dragon newt. They don't grow as big, and they're not a direct line of dragon, like the pure-blooded ones. That one's kind of an offshoot. Uh, Nothing wrong with that, but they don't start with wings. Is one of the big problems. They actually only grow into their wings late until their adulthood.
Oh, you hear that, Mip Mip? You're gonna have wings. That's exciting.
Um, they are a lot less fickle eaters than some of the more ancient draconian lines. They are very good scavengers because most of the prime bits of meat usually have been already taken. So they're a lot easier to feed. They're a lot easier to take care of, and they're a lot easier to discipline and teach because ancient dragons or those dragon lines, bloodlines are have an inbuilt arrogance to them.
Oh well, Mip Mip's quite humble, but he does like to eat.
Yes, they do. So just know that your Mip Mip is if you do happen to get into a little trouble because of him, you are responsible for what he does.
Do you hear
So if
that, Mip Mip? You have to be a good boy for Daddy.
Mip Mip. So if he runs over and steals a chunk of meat from a food stand, you gotta pay for the meat.
That I will.
Okay, no problem. So it'll be actually wait. He actually goes over and pulls a little um, device out and it kind of scans Mip Mip. He's growing pretty good. It's going to be a 3 gold registration fee for Mip Mip.
I gotta find out if I've got any gold left. I spent
Uh,
quite a bit of it on boxes.
yeah. So and what this does is if somebody comes
Aha.
after Mip Mip, it's actually protected by the city.
Excellent. Sounds good.
Yep. So
Um,
we'll put a little tag on Mip Mip. This will you can put it anywhere just as long as it's visible. Um, this way, if someone is looking to poach, if they see the little tag, that means back off.
that's good to know. Very good information.
Yep. And you'll see all sorts of tags everywhere. They're all color coded. If you don't see a tag on a critter, they're either a citizen or they're not in the city legally. can be very hard to discern that. A lot of it comes down to sentience and productivity. If they're actually being a citizen or they're just being a terror.
Mm.
Usually, a citizen means you have a skill. You're contributing. You can talk to people in some manner or fashion. Um, you have the ability to be sentient and to a capacity that you can actually operate within the city to some degree.
Well, sounds like good requirements.
Yep. So I've got the little one taken care of.
So I do have the coins here. I will subtract those now.
All right. And then he gives you a little zip. He gives you a little tag. You can have it attached to him in any different fashion. Just
Don't let
you
him
don't
eat
have
it.
yeah, just don't let him eat it.
Yeah, how do we put this on? I'm gonna put it right on his forehead between his eyes. And I'm gonna can I magic that to his forehead somehow? Can I put a talisman of super stuck underneath of it?
I mean, you could try to, but he might scratch at it anyways.
Be better off putting it behind his on his neck where his claws can't reach.
Hmm.
And he can't bite at it.
Can I okay. Can I stick it to him and put some kind of barrier over it?
Sure.
Should I just use a barrier talisman for that?
Sure. All right.
I'll get to it eventually.
A whole bunch of. I hope so. Okay. I think I've been rolling my shield right. John, will you look at it for me?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up?
What did I write? I don't understand. Is this what I'm supposed to be rolling?
I think that's what it is total for yourself.
I'm supposed to roll this part in brackets, I think.
Yeah,
Except
just
that
But your willpower bonus has probably changed.
probably
Is it 5 still?
5.
So what's 4 times 5 is 20.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I can't even. I can't do it. I can't. It's impossible.
You can't human.
Slash R, babe. You got this.
No.
Nice.
That's the barrier and
Colin.
Nip's talisman.
How fast can he chew through that?
We'll find out. Okay, well that's Nip registered. I suppose I'm next. Like I said, I sell medicine. I make medicine. I make magic paper.
I can't help but notice your guild affiliation.
Yes, I'm part of the Artisan Guild. I also grow medicine
Mm,
when
okay.
I can.
We do have strict growing policies here.
Well, I'm just visiting. I have no need to grow here.
We don't
I don't
particularly
think.
mind. It's just we have pretty strict growing policies, mostly because we have a lack of water, fresh water.
I
Most of
see.
it goes
I see.
to drinking water. The second is we have had some issues with accidental cross splicing or cross pollination of some of the more aggressive plants that exist on the floor. So whatever you're growing here might end up not
Aggressive.
what you intended. Not what you intended. Yeah.
I see. Well, we wouldn't want that.
No, we wouldn't. I'll give you a guideline,
Okay.
and you can read it at your own behest. But before you get into any growing, you do look into the guidelines first.
Of course.
I don't want any new plants coming around giving us problems that we're not used to.
That would be a shame, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. It would choke us out as the last bit of water we've been fighting to hold on to.
Well, hopefully I can find a way to help you guys. I don't know.
Mm,
I am a man of healing.
yeah, that is good. Any items or things you want to declare?
I have this rather large bag of items. And he pulls out his bag of holding, which is just a deep well of hoarding. It's become a problem. Chaminade is deeply ashamed. He doesn't say any of this out loud.
Mm. So what do you say out loud? It's just you got a medicine bag.
I haven't even. No, this is just my bag of holding. I've got like 500 things in there, Matt.
I don't know.
How do I tell him about all 500 things?
Just say I got a bag of holding.
I'm holding.
Dimensional storage bag. Well,
It's been very useful on my travels.
one moment. I am going to use a little probe device. Kind of pulls out a little golf ball shaped thing. Open bag.
Oh, you said he wasn't scary. He's got a probe.
If you could open the bag, please.
The Chaminade opens the bag.
He just drops the orb in there. And he's just looking at it, looking at his little screen. Got quite a lot of stuff in here. Do please look into the growers guidelines. A lot of this stuff in here could be a serious problem if it got in contact with the local vegetation, especially some of this magical stuff. Most of this stuff looks like it's already dried and ready for use. That's perfectly okay. I'll put a little orange sticker from the probe on the bottles that you need to be very, very careful with for the baggies. Okay?
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't really see too much of a problem except for this jar. This jar is going to be a problem. So we're going to put a zip strip on it.
What jar?
The jar
Uh,
of your needle.
Yeah, the Edichara thorn needles.
Yep, those
These
could
are
be dangerous.
No.
Why not?
just don't. You don't want it to at all coming in contact with
It's
the
an
local
hour till
flora
food.
fauna, because if they're able to absorb this plant matter and reproduce it, we're screwed.
My board code is gone.
Out of character, I'm getting very nervous about Chamonix's plant.
Just don't talk about your tattoo.
I'm not sure what to do about it.
Just don't talk about it. Just a tattoo. That's all it is.
They'll be upset at me when they find out it's not.
Well, they know better.
Well, anything else?
Want to show them your medicine bag?
I did.
Yeah, I better show them my medicine bag.
Wasn't that your bag of holding?
Nope.
No, I've got 2 bags.
That's her inventory. Bag of hold her medicine bag. She doesn't have access to put stuff into and pull out at will.
Yeah, my medicine bag's just one that I pull out medicine from.
Okay.
That one's the funky one. You know, that's
Yeah,
definitely
that's Schrodinger's drugs.
yeah.
I think I found my bag of holding using my scavenger's eye.
One thing in that bag of holding was the silver mask, silver one, the platinum mask. That was in there too.
I think it was
And
separate.
you left the biological hazard at the base last time I checked. You didn't bring it with us.
What biological hazard?
The one you rolled a 100 on.
Yeah, I think we
Moss.
just got rid of that.
I think we just left it at the base. Yeah, just didn't throw it out. It's back in its box, closed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kills pretty much anything biological.
Yep, not good.
Like all your poor plants.
Rip.
Anyway, so yeah, I think that's the only other crazy thing. I don't know what that is. Didn't really give me any information, but
I've got a wee bit of magic.
Uh-oh, magic.
No,
Never sure
uh-oh,
we
me,
do.
man, I'm terrified. What are we doing here?
Well, magic is a very powerful and lucrative staple here.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I just
Yeah.
I just acquired it recently. I'm pretty new.
Well, let's take a peek. Doesn't seem particularly harmless. Most of the times, bags aren't really particularly a issue. This one is he kind of puts a little pair of glasses on that have a bunch of different lenses that he kind of flips through while looking at it. Yeah, this one doesn't seem particularly dangerous. Looks like you can only do has a certain formula to it. So overall, I don't see any issues with the formula. Just try not to modify the formula while you're here. I won't put in any restrictions on it. Just it does look like you can pull biological matter. Again, follow the growing formula or the growing guidelines. Anything else? Mr. Chaminade?
Gosh, I don't think so.
A roll scrutiny.
You want to roll the Steve
And have you
Chaminade?
rolled to see?
I should have put so many points, more points into deceive.
Roll it. Do it. Do it.
I've got ice cream on my leg and it's making my stockings stick to me in a weird way.
I was wondering what that was.
Oh gosh. Mm. Well, better make sure I'm rolling a shaman. Where's your hat, John?
You want it?
All right, Chaminade, come on, friendo.
We don't have time for the hat, John. I just gotta go for it.
That's all.
Ah!
Believe in yourself. Reroll.
He just kind of nods to himself. Just
I'm gonna re-roll just to
Alright.
just to say that I did.
okay.
No, even worse.
He just kind of nods to himself, and he kind of looks up at you, Mr. Chaminade. You seem to be sweating a little. Are you all right?
Oh no, what do I do now?
Are you feeling unwell?
Can I use the talent that I created when creating my character, the air of confidence talent, to look confident?
Right. Don't be weird, girl.
What does that get you?
It's just supposed to make me look like I know what I'm talking about.
Sure. And he's just looking at you. You know, particularly, you're sweating a little bit. You all right?
Well, it's awfully hot down here with all these plants growing.
Well,
They add a lot of humidity to the air.
I mean, we are in a sealed room with air conditioning.
Why did nobody tell me that? Are you sure your air conditioning's working? It might be broken.
Let me check. He kind of goes over and checks the vent, checks the thermostat. No, this is a solid 76 degrees. Do we need to
don't
put
know how to
you
get out
in
of this.
quarantine? You feeling unwell?
Are you feeling unwell? He says.
I know. I'm
Panicking.
trying to figure out what to do. I don't know. Do I just tell him the truth? Is that an option at this point?
Of course there is. Oh, you could easily play it off as you forgot, or just it didn't come to mind.
What do you feel like doing? Sometimes your character sheet's not going to help you.
I've got so many things on it now.
He does.
Everything got quiet. Did I miss something?
No, Allie's mind's just wheels turning.
I see.
I mean, it's underneath your stuff, right? Are you showing off your tattoo, or is it like underneath stuff?
No, it would be underneath stuff.
Yeah. You can just start stripping and use your that little bit of your past knowledge to kind of make things a little hot and heavy. Be
Ah,
like,
man.
here's, well, all I have left is my body, of course.
Lethal weapon from the pecs to the.
I know you don't want to share, but your tattoo, that's your plant. If you really want to, you could spend some merit, put it into something, or you could just not use your plant in the next fight.
I'm just like, I should have saved something big, so when he saw me sweating, I'd be like, oh, it's that. I'm trying to like figure out an embarrassing secret for somebody to reveal.
I've got a big package. I don't want to
My
scare the
penis
ladies.
is
It's the
really
Loch Ness
small.
monster.
No.
No, you're right. Um,
Oh.
I do have this family heirloom. It's my grandfather's precious karma sword.
We welcome karma in the city. A lot of individuals specifically go out of the way to help rebalance one's karma and expel negative energy. Kind of a big thing.
It's very important to me. It's been passed on through generations.
Well, just don't go swinging it wildly around without restraint. But that goes with pretty much any weapon. We don't.
My poppy died protecting this sword.
Mm,
So did the
Well-
rest of my family.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was very hard.
Well, if you need to see a physical or a therapist, we do have and some people you can talk to.
Do you have somebody you could recommend?
Of course. And kind of pulls over a data pad and kind of types some stuff into it. And pops out a little disc, puts it on the table. This is a little follow. It'll point you in the right direction. All the arrows.
Thank you.
An
Thank.
office.
And Shamne is gonna go
He
to
pushes
give.
you a reusable tissue box.
Okay. He was gonna try and give him a hug, but he'll take the tissue box instead.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir. And he blows his nose.
Mm-hmm.
You fool. He's going for the crying hug. Quick, deploy tissue defenses.
Basically.
Well, anything else that really just rides to the center of your mind, just really stands out that might be a little questionable?
When my puppy died, I was 9 years old. Also, my dog and the temple cat. They were so fuzzy. I've never been able to look at a cat the same since.
And that's why you have a dragon.
That's what Mickey's for. To support me on my long, lonely journey. Just bringing medicine to the land.
You can bring your medicine, absolutely. Such a noble pursuit is very welcome.
Should I roll a can I roll
Performance, yeah.
yeah.
Do you have performance?
Do I have performance? I hope so.
Either that or it's deceive.
Do you want to buy performance?
Maybe I want to buy performance.
5 merit.
Does performance exist on this sheet? Where is it?
Nope, just something you have to put in yourself.
Oh, it's something you have to put in yourself.
Yeah.
Are there any past lives I can draw on for this that would help me do better performance? Like my
Only the temple.
yeah, I feel like my temple
Mhm.
whore would help me.
Yeah. Give you a plus 20 to your performance. She's like,
Okay.
oh, I've done this racket before. Oh my lead. Oh my lead. This is easy.
20.
But she does give you a warning though. This guy is not easily fooled because she gives you 3 reasons. 1, you're in his domain. This is his office. This is his home turf. One of the best places to get screwed over when trying to do this type of performance is in somebody's home turf.
I didn't
That's,
have much of a choice.
no, she's just giving you some instruction. 2, if they're in the profession to discern lies or not. A lot of people think they're good lie detectors. They're really not. In fact, everyone's really gullible. Everyone doesn't want to have to deal with waterworks or any of the emotional stuff. Especially if it's foisted onto them spontaneously. People hate that stuff. They'll shy away from it. They'll do whatever they can to make it go away and not be their problem anymore. Problem is individuals, this is their job. They're, especially if they're experienced and they've seen quite a few things, it's going to be a bit harder to sell because they don't particularly mind. And the third is the temperament of the person. are they sympathetic to this type? Are they the approach you're doing? What are they personality wise? Do you have something over them? Do you appeal to a specific vulnerability that they sympathize with? Like, the story you're telling, maybe they have something that, that happened to them too, and they really empathize with that. So, what type of character they are? Are they greedy? Does a bribe work? There's a lot of knickknacks to a con. So the best your temple prostitute can give you is a literal +20. That's it. Because unfortunately, this person literally hits all of the disadvantage marks. Because this guy, he admitted he's nosy. He likes his job because he gets to nose around in people's stuff.
I did get him to say that.
Turf. And 3, his profession literally is investigation. So
So
it's the best she can give you is +20. But you're doing you did a good little thing there. But I don't. Unfortunately, he's also got a lot of doodads that that persona does not have any knowledge of because they didn't have technology at all, really, back then. And
Well,
so deceptions were a lot easier.
technology does make things like this harder.
Yes, it does.
So I've got 29 merit to spend.
Yeah, more than that, but yeah, you can
Do
spend
I?
5. You can spend.
No, I was thinking, why not just put it all into deceive?
Oh, you want to roll deceive instead of
Yeah, because I've already got one with one check mark in deceive. Why not add more check marks to deceive and roll that?
Sure. Do you want to like just get your pluses, or do you want to put something else into it? Just want to get it to your full max.
I could do like a conflex thing, couldn't I?
You would do a complex on deceive.
No.
Oh, I
I'm
would.
still confused about what a complex power is.
It's pretty much just using all 4 pillars and selecting one thing.
But like I could do another pillar.
Yeah,
and do
like
something
mind or spirit too.
deceive.
Yeah. Or you could just get your max plus 30 out of it and then add a plus 20 on that. And you'd be rolling
Is
pretty good.
Alhazred fighting something?
No, he's just doing his normal rolls. He does that as what's they're called? It's
Yeah, I'm doing
the
my strength
strong.
roll. I just figured I'd do it in the lull while you weren't having to make any rolls
Okay.
because it sounded like the scene was pretty much resolved, or like you were.
I wouldn't call it resolved.
We're almost there.
Oh, okay. Sorry, or there was
Yeah,
space
maybe I
there for me to
could-
do this, and it wouldn't fuck up your stuff.
Maybe I could buy something to go with my air of confidence.
Well, you can select it with spirit and then tell Matt that you want to help you with deceive or other types of roles like that. So your air of confidence, it's a talent. So you can direct that talent with merit by selecting it. Just tell Matt what you want to do with it. You want to help with deceive or make it more make your lies truth in a sense, right? The only thing you need to do is now spend merit into it.
Yeah, I wanna
Manipulate the truth, either
yeah.
um, half truth. You just need to pick a pillar. What you feel like.
I'm just trying to decide exactly what I want to do with what direction I want to go with because there's a lot of ways to.
Yep.
Um,
Kinda
Yeah, it would probably be in the mind pillar.
Do it up. So write it down.
But like, what am I adding to my air of confidence? Just the mind pillar, and then just let Matt do what?
So you're going to use a select.
Okay,
The discipline select. You're going to select that.
mind, air of confidence.
Yeah.
But like, how does air of confidence help me in this situation? I'm confident that I'm sobbing.
You're putting on a performance. The best I can give you is that you're confident in your performance. It'll help you against being shaken out of it or whatnot. So it'll allow you to pursue the performance.
If you want the performance to become real, then I'd use spirit.
Yeah, I could make it so that my air of confidence makes me truly believe what I'm saying.
Yeah. Then is it really a falsity in a sense?
My air of
So
confidence is supposed to
confident.
help me reassure patients, though.
Your air of
It was
confidence
supposed to
is
be
so
like my
perfect, people
bedside
can't believe
manner.
that you could possibly lie.
You can do it. This is the way I would do it. I would buy 5 points for performance. I think it's trade performance, Matt, or is it something else?
Yeah, it's a trade. It's a trade.
Trade performance. And then I'd select it with spirit. That's how I'd do it. So 5 points of sentient.
Something I already have.
It would be 5 points more expensive. This way you get performance in case you want to do this again. But you can also go off with talent you already have. It's completely fair.
I should have rolled my dynamic entrance when I came in here.
You should have.
um. I didn't need. No, I was gonna need so much. I said I wasn't gonna do shenanigans either, and then I did.
You
Fine.
talked yourself into it.
How did this happen to me? Um. What? What do you think? What kind of power do you think I can build off my air of confidence, Matt? Can I ask you that question?
Sure, absolutely, Ellie. You can build all sorts of different things off your air of confidence. You can apply it in actually many different ways. Specifically, when you you can have it apply to a task. So uh, you're confident, even falsely so. You can even have it give you bonuses to a task, or you can have it potentially give you an opportunity to actually succeed. Um, you can have it give you a confidence in attempting something that you've never done before, and it might reduce the negatives from doing so. You can have it when you're trying to learn something brand new. Your confidence will give you potentially bonuses in the ability to succeed on something. Maybe you have a difficult or impossible task ahead of you, and you need all the nervous and the anxiety that could affect and grant emotional,
That
mental,
last
and
one sounds good.
yeah.
Just calming my nerves.
That would actually be a mind pillar. because it's kind of mind over matter type of thing.
Okay.
You could flavor it as a spiritual thing where you're spiritually rock solid and then you're a sea of tranquility. But that could also be flavored towards mind pillar as well. Really depends on what you want to do with it. You want it to be more mind pillar based, or do you want it to be a spiritual thing?
Yeah, this sounds like it. Maybe, can I put some in both and just have him
Absolutely,
like
absolutely you
he'll
can. You
just
can be
enter a
mentally
meditative state?
well. If you want it to be a meditative state, where once you meditate and then you gain some bonuses to your next task, you can, but it wouldn't be as of like immediately. It wouldn't be an immediate effect when you apply it.
I'm thinking more like the clear your mind kind of meditative, like
That can be
think of
um
nothing, be the observer kind of
okay.
thing.
Oh, you mean it's a mental state you enter into?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that. It'll just be kind of a one purchase into each the spirit and the mind pillar.
And that's
Um,
5 each, and we'll call
yep.
that spirit select
Air of confidence.
air of confidence. Okay.
And mind select air of confidence, yeah.
Just watch me go in there and never use this plant.
Okay. So what this will do for you, this will evolve your air of confidence a little bit. Um, air of confidence will become something that you can apply to more situations, especially to steady oneself. So you can apply it retroactively instead of proactively. One downside to air of confidence in general is you always project confidence or stability. You don't really open up because some people respond to vulnerability. Like the way you're doing with this performance.
So basically, it's not very useful to me at all.
Oh, it is. No, it can
Well,
be.
not in this moment.
It really depends on how you RP it. Really. So he's kind of looking at you. I'll have you roll your deceive with the plus 20.
Did I put more into deceive?
That's what you would like. Next cost is 7.
7 for deceive?
You have for rank 2,
Okay.
which would give you a plus 10. Because you have deceive, so that doesn't give you any penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So it's 7 merit. Okay, I'm writing that down. Is it 7 merit? I thought it was 15.
Are you going from 5, the first check mark, to the second check mark?
Yeah.
And it's only 7 because you've already spent the 5, or you have it spent some way.
Okay.
Yep. You have 77 merit left.
Where did all this merit come from?
You just didn't add up the your amounts. Unless we didn't.
Merit confuses me so bad.
That's why I made this Excel sheet. That's the main reason.
Okay. 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 Okay.
You ready for this?
Okay. No.
You got this. You gotta believe. You gotta be confident, Chamonix. Because now you spent merit into it.
I've got lucky sheep. I gotta rub him for good luck.
Yep. It's a success. think you probably needed more, but good try. Do you want to re-roll? Try to get something better.
Fate point left.
It could be good. It could be bad. Who knows?
It could get worse if I re-roll it.
Yeah, I mean, he could roll 100 next. Who knows? But you could also roll like a single digit, and then you take that away from him.
Okay, I'll re-roll it.
Okay.
This is gonna go bad. No,
Well, if,
believe.
that's what I'm saying. Believe, and you will achieve.
Hold my hand.
I got you. Haha. Much better.
We were holding hands. That's definitely it.
So, use go ahead and leave me a little bit more RP on this one.
You know, good sir, you've helped me so much talking through my trauma. I think you should start a new career in healthcare. If you'd like help getting started in a career in healthcare, I'm your man. Can I show you some of my wares?
Absolutely.
I love it. I really do.
Okay.
You're just gonna roll up some joints for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna break out my good weed and show it to him.
This is called marijuana. You're
That
gonna
that's gonna you're gonna be very popular with that.
I'm just trying to see how much of it I have. But I've got so many fucking things.
I think you cleared out your inventory.
What do you mean cleared out my inventory? My inventory is packed.
Remember when you spent a whole session like just deleting stuff?
Well, oh, there we go. Superior weed.
You gonna take that stuff out? I thought you were gonna save that.
I've got the number 4 beside it. I'm
4
guessing that
ounces.
means grams or ounces. Ounces, yeah.
I've always been doing ounces for you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna dig out an ounce of superior quality weed, and I'm gonna be like, "This, you, my man, There's no therapy that can top you, but if you add a little bit of this to the therapy, it just hits that sweet spot, you know? Would you like to try this? You should bring it home."
Unfortunately, I cannot partake on the job.
Well, you wouldn't take it now. It wouldn't be for you. You've obviously got your shit together. But there must, like, everybody's got that one person in their lives that just does not have their shit together. I bet if you just gave them some of this, had a little sit down with them, I bet it would fix all those problems.
It sounds like a panacea.
Like a what?
Panacea. A wonder drug fixes all ailments.
A mystical cure-all. That's what people used to sell in the Middle Ages and literally evolved into the snake oil salesman concept. Take this one thing. It will cure hair loss, the gout, influenza, the Black Plague.
Well,
Just
I
pissing
don't know about everything, but it will fix with your help. I'm sure it will fix those pesky trauma issues.
Indeed,
But only for you.
Only
You
for me.
are a wonder.
Mm.
Has anybody ever told you that?
No, not even my wife.
Really? Well, they're probably trying to keep the secret all to themselves then. You, sir, are a miracle worker. The kind that only comes around a few times in a generation.
2 times. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. You know, you're right. I am rather good at my job. I appreciate the compliment. And just to show you how good I am at this, I'm gonna need you to lift your shirt.
Um,
So I want you to remember this. You have control of where this tattoo is. If you want it to go around and move and be hidden while he's looking, you go ahead and do that. But
does the tattoo have to remain the same size? Can I shrink
Yes.
it?
No, it has to remain the same size.
Okay, I guess I'll just instruct it to stay hidden.
It
It's
asks
like
you why. Why do you hide me from such creatures?
because there are a lot of them, and we need to get along with at least a few.
You get the gesture kind of behind you. That's a few.
I don't know if these really count as humans. What if I okay, can we negotiate? Can I feed you something? Would you like some superior quality weed?
I suppose I could partake, but I'm not very quick to move. It would hurt you
Well,
physically if I moved very quickly.
Well, can you move faster than a striptease?
I don't know what that is.
Damn it, you're a plant, aren't you?
That is what I categorize. Yes. A plant among plants. Yes.
So it is quite a large tree, isn't it? It takes up most of my torso.
Yes, it does.
Yep. I mean, it's a tattoo, and it's not going to move.
What?
The tattoo, it's not going to move.
What do you mean?
You made it a tattoo. You spent 50 merit to make it a tattoo that can be on your body.
Yeah. I think. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast time stop. Can I cast time stop?
Sure, you can't time stop.
You want to like put it in your bag now, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off my body and I'm gonna. Should I put it in my bag or should I put it? Is there somewhere safer I could put it?
I think your bag of holding is your best bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off and put it in my bag.
Okay.
There were other options for the plant, weren't they? I could have it as a plant or I could have it as a tattoo. I thought there was a third option.
Je ne sais pas. I think that's what you tell me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Does it just go back to its pot, right? It's just gonna be a pot and it's in the bag.
Yeah, I'm just worried my bag of. Can I well, time has stopped. Can I make some talismans to help hide its presence?
I mean, time stopped. I do need you
Yeah.
to roll for how many turns you get it, though, because if you
Okay.
remember, you have to roll for turns.
Yeah, I just thought it was 3. My bad.
No.
I'm step.
It's actually a lot stronger than that, or a lot weaker. Should say in the rules. Should be a dice roll of like 1d4 plus 1 or 1d3
Yeah,
or
it's
1d4 plus 1.
plus 1 turns in a row. Yeah.
Yep.
So we got 4, 4, 4. Need another 4. That's what we need, right? 4 fours.
What?
Roll it. Roll them dice. We were close. 3 turns.
It's better than nothing.
Okay. Now do what Shamane does best. Get some talismans out. Watch out.
Yeah, okay. My plant goes in my bag and I start, and it would be karmic law to create the talismans and then sleight of hand to make them. Pretty sure
Yeah.
that's how we were doing it.
Yep. Karmic Law to figure out how to make them, and then sleight of hand to draw them.
Can I get any bonuses for my Air of Confidence upgrade? Since I'm calmer now. Is he thinking about that or did you not hear me?
Thinking.
Okay.
I think you'll be fine. I don't think you even need the bonuses.
Shh. I always need bonuses.
No bonuses.
No.
You've not done anything for illusion or hiding yet.
Shamane's done 1 talisman for hiding. But you mean with the new upgrade? Is that what you mean?
Did I do a talisman for hiding? When was that?
It was when you were doing the plants for the Nook.
Oh yeah, I did hide that plant.
Yeah, you were
It's
doing
true, Matt.
a not look here talisman, I'm pretty sure. Unless you were building something else instead. Maybe it wasn't a talisman, maybe it was just making the
If you're
No,
making a don't look here, that's fine.
but if it would be something new, I guess. Yeah, that's fair.
No,
So
I
different.
did make that don't look here talisman.
No,
That-
you definitely did. I remember that.
okay, then I'll just do a don't look here talisman for the plant. And I'll just roll sleight of hand for that.
So it wasn't don't look here, it diverts the eyes, right? Someone who knows what they were looking for, like investigator, might pick up on that. You might want to make something new. That's all I'm saying.
But would the don't look here work on my whole bag, or could I get it to work on just the plant if somebody looked in the bag? Because if he couldn't look at the bag, that would be awfully suspicious, because he knows the bag exists.
And the thing is, he's already looked in the bag. He's already done his check of the bag.
Yeah, but like, I'm just worried if something else
Triggers it, like
picks it
maybe.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I want like some kind of magic. Magic, don't look here. Yeah.
Hide in plain sight talisman.
Or I'm a completely normal plant talisman. Yeah, could I just make it look like some weed? Could I do a talisman to make my plant
Normality.
seem like a completely different plant?
All right. So, yeah, go ahead and make me your karmic law to. Are you making a illusion? A don't look here? Like what's plan?
Um,
Like what Flava Flav are we talking about? This deception you're trying to build.
I know this is gonna be harder, but I kind of want it to be able to trick magical things like that weird ball he put in my bag.
That was actually a half tech, half magic. Yeah.
I want to be able to make it so that can't figure out that this is not like a weed plant or something.
Okay.
This is a weed plant, I mean.
Go ahead. Roll your karmic law for it.
Okay.
Nice.
You did it.
All these just barely scraping by here tonight. That's been my day, actually. Sleight of hand. So I get to roll 2 sleight of hands per turn, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you didn't do karmic law on one of them,
Okay, but I've got 3 turns. So I'll do sleight of hand. Might need those 3 turns. So I can roll 4 more times. Woo! And now I will never get a good roll again. Oh, it started. So I've got 139 talisman and 2 13 talismans. I don't think the the numbers really. Wait, no, that's for the amount of talismans I can make. So this will be the strength of the spell, I think.
You put multiple talismans on it, yeah. You remember how many you get for rolling?
I get 1 for every 10 degree, 1 for like the first success, and then
one for every 2 after that. Yeah.
okay.
Do you want it to be an odd number?
Do I want it to be an odd number?
Mhm.
Oh.
You're making an array around this plant, right?
I guess. Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got, but I don't have an odd number.
I mean, you have enough. So the first one,
Oh, should I just I just don't add 1 talisman?
yeah. Oh, I mean, you had the first one, but then you add them together. So the first one you got 1, and then 1 after that. So you got 2 there.
Yeah, I got 2, and then 3 on the next one, and 3 on the next one.
Yep. So you'd have 5 you could put around it.
What?
You put 5 around it for an odd amount of talismans.
Well, why don't I put 7 around it? Since I've got 8
Oh,
talismans.
I thought there was only 6 there. Oh, but yeah, if you have 7, go for it.
3 and 3, 6 plus 2, 8.
That's good.
So I'll put 7 talismans on the plant. And just kind of tear up the last one, I guess. Put it in my bag.
And you-
Destroy the evidence.
And do you go right back the exact same position you were before?
Yes, I definitely memorized that.
Time start.
All right, where are you putting them?
I'm gonna put them all over the pot of my plant. And then I'm putting the plant in the bag.
Okay.
So you lift up your shirt.
Well, you lift up your shirt. There is a red klaxon light going off in the corner, and the guy kind of looks up and squints at it like he is so confused, like the fuck. And he then receives a phone call on the telephone on the wall. He kind of goes over and answers it like, "Hello."
You have done fucked up, AA
I'm
Ron.
in so much trouble.
He's like, "Oh, of course, yes. Yes."
We're gonna need to
And
rescue Chamonix from.
he puts the thing on the phone, and he's like, "If you'll excuse me, nothing's wrong. Just it looks like there's been a breach. If you'll excuse me, I will be back, or one of my advisors or supervisors will be by." And he kind of leaves the room, and you're set to stew for about 10 minutes as that little red light continues to swirl in the corner.
Do we sneak out now, or I think I still need one of these tag things.
Yeah.
Maybe you could stay in Croco's domain and I could use your tag.
I'm a dragon.
I could pretend to be a dragon with enough confidence. We'll just get me a rubber suit. It'll be fine.
Just run around saying "meep meep" to everything like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Hey man, Pokemon make that's a choice that they make. They can learn to speak human. Meowth didn't do anything but go to a fucking elocution class.
Mhm.
They can speak human, they choose not to.
So we sit in the room for are we yeah, we'll sit in for a penny, in for a pound. We'll sit in the fucking room.
Alright. Suit comes in.
A what?
A man in a nice suit comes in.
Oh.
Mr. Chamonix, is it?
That's me.
You have two choices. A, you can have the object registered, or you can talk to the administrator.
We try.
They're gonna be so mad. They're already mad.
What would you prefer?
I really tried, guys.
You did. You made the old college try out of it, but I think we're busted. Or you're busted. I got through already.
Mm-hmm. You want to speak to the administrator, or do you want to register it now?
Well, I definitely don't want to speak this to the administrator. I'm just not sure how to gracefully pull this plant out of my bag.
We'll have a talk. No big deal.
Yeah, be confident. Go try with him.
Okay. No. Oh, this is gonna go so bad.
Mhm.
This has already gone really bad. Okay, let's go talk to the. I would like to talk to the administrator.
And he just kind of blinks, like, oh, very well then.
Good luck,
And
kid.
he steps out, and a guy in board shorts, a tank top, and some flip flops kind of walks in. Yo, what's up?
Yo, I like your style, man.
Yeah, man. So I heard you're trying to cause some shifty trouble in my digs. What's up with that, man? It's not cool.
Oh, I wasn't trying to be uncool, brother. I was just. How do I even explain this?
I guess think of a reason why you wanted to do this in the first place. It was personal privacy. What was your reasoning for trying to do this? You just didn't want to get caught, right?
I just got a little homeboy here, and I didn't want the man getting down on him. You know, he's very sensitive and delicate.
Like, I'm kind of the man right now. The Big Brother is watching, and um, I'm just the man right now. You know.
Well, obviously, if you wear shorts like that, you are the man.
Exactly.
But
Uh,
you know, your underlings, I don't think they understand the delicacy of these matters.
I don't know. I
I
think they're
think
pretty
I
good at this.
understand, but I just that
Roger's cat got your tongue, homie. I can go find the little pest. He does that sometimes.
There's an actual cat.
Yeah, man. Or sometimes, maybe.
Sometimes. Is he like
It's
dimensional shifting?
more like dimensional, maybe.
Oh, very interesting.
Mm.
So
Oh my god,
When
is
he
it
decides
literally
to be around,
Schrodinger's cat?
yes,
when he's around, he's a little shit. So I understand if Schrodinger's cat got your tongue. He does that.
so what is the reason you want to keep your plant right now?
We're not talking about my plant right now. We're talking about the cat.
I'm gonna say maybe you can come to a compromise.
Does the cat have a name?
Schrodinger's cat.
Was that your decision? Of course, everything here is your decision. Why would I even ask that question?
Oh yeah. See why you're causing some problems, bro.
No problems here. Just a man and his passions. I don't know.
Just be open. Be honest. Tell 'em what you're feeling.
I'm very worried you're going to murder my plant.
Probably, but it depends on what type of plant.
Well, see, this is the problem. The depends part. I'm not sure what your criteria is. If your criteria says that my plant needs to die, can I just leave?
I mean,
Instead?
the city, yeah.
Did you hear what he said?
Mm-hmm. What happens when I'm magically summoned in a month's time for my duel? What happens to my plant then?
A fucking carnival is what's gonna be.
A carnival?
Clown show. Shit show. Clusterfuck.
Clusterfuck to my plant? Or just in general?
Just in general, because you've already been earmarked as suspicious AF. Until we get this all cleared out. And then when you're forcibly summoned, because the summon tokens, some of them have priority. The fight will be paused until we get the legal bits sorted out, and then you'll go to the fight, and then if it's still there, because I don't know how long it'll take, and then you'll probably end up forfeiting. I don't know. It'll come when it comes. It's a lot of a headache. I don't. Says I got people for that.
These tokens seem like a bad idea. You can't do anything about them?
No, they come from a higher floor, bruh. Don't you know about that?
Oh, I just ended up with one. Whoopsie.
All sorts of people end up with all sorts of tokens, bruh.
Um. Okay, well, I'll show you the plan. The plant cannot die. We'll have to figure out what to do about the token if it can't come into the city.
Mm-hmm.
So you take him out of the bag.
I guess after all that work, after all that merit spent.
Squints at it. Nah, that's something.
This is my baby.
Yeah, I can tell. Look at that bastard. It just gives me bad vibes just looking at it. Shit.
It gives me good vibes. I like it very much.
Yeah.
I got it on a weird trip, and
It's not
things
like I
on
can
weird trips are
not
always
like I can do
fun.
anything to it anyways. Look, you got a plant from someone that values plants more than human life, just life in general. So this is from the grower, gardener. Pot that these plants are put in is a defensive construct. It does prevent their growth to a certain extent, so they can't just grow explosively. So if you ever take them out of the pot and plant them, they no longer have the pot's protection. Then they can grow as they please. But with the pot attached, it adds a bit of a complication. But it also grants assurances to individuals like myself. Not that my colleagues or my workers would know anything about it. We don't get these. I think I've had one other instance in which one of the gardener's plants came through the cities. It was a big hubbub.
What happened
So
to that plant?
we learned that we can't do shit to the pot, the plant that's planted in the pot.
Well, I'm glad you got that learning experience before now.
There's a reason why I'm the administrator now, and not the guy who was before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, um, can't really put any restrictions on it. Can't kill it. Um, but what I can do is smite you and lock it away.
Why
But
don't I just leave instead?
well, that's not my vibe, yo. So you're part of the guild, and from what I understand, you're going to provide a service that we've all been really looking forward to. So
I do have good services. I've been
exactly,
told.
exactly, bro. You bring Tranquilo all the way back to my, to where we need it. So this is kind of what we call special privileges. So I don't really hand them out often, but those with special privileges are individuals who provide services that really can't be outsourced in any capacity. So I'm gonna just wave my magic hand and say, "You're a special snowflake that gets special privileges because you bring the goods to the yard, and no one else is gonna be able to keep up or do the same thing."
Domine
So
blushes.
So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna give you a special little mark on your pass. That does is not just anyone in the city can accost you, but it does put you on a list. So if you do get into enough trouble, a special investigator will come out and verify that you're either in the right or in the wrong. Usually, being in the wrong means you pay an exorbitant compensation fee rather than get into legal penalties. So you got a lot of leeway where normal people don't. A lot of people abuse it, and I get why, but at the same time, if you push that privilege too far, we might have to go with the final option. And I've done it before, which is not totally not my vibe. It's not chill. It's not cool. Sometimes it's necessary.
Well,
So,
let's not take it to that far then.
so you'll get to keep your plant. Just try not to kill anyone with it, or worse, let it breed with the local plant population. 'Cause then we're gonna have to move.
Yes, I would not want that. Um, I would
Also,
not want either of those things.
don't let your goods, especially the weed, magical weed, get in contact with the local plant population either, because people will try and harvest that stuff, and I guarantee you that the stuff that it's gonna start producing is going to be good for a bit, but then it's gonna change.
Would it be better for me to sell my weed as an oil then?
Now you can sell it as a plant material. Just make sure it's dry, and then or have it so that it's a controlled substance sold to your specific clientele. Having it available to the mass population is not advisable on this particular floor. Also, I don't recommend having your grow houses on this floor. There's too many chances for things to go wrong.
Yes, I
Can't have
wasn't.
a doesn't mean you can't have a lab away from.
Yeah, I don't know how long we'll be staying here, but I was given the guidebook.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess it's probably good you talked to me. My advisors are less chill.
I was getting that vibe.
Yeah, they're like, not chill.
So Matt, did the last guy take the ounce of superior quality weed I was trying to bribe him with?
No.
No. Well, I better try to bribe this guy with it then.
Cool.
Make it an offering to him for his generosity and kindness.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you're not the first person to use time dilation in those rooms, so
Yeah, it kind of occurred to me that was probably the case, but it was
no, it was a
po-
dope ass spell.
I-
I'll tell you what. That was,
yeah, I've
yeah,
got some doper ones.
keep them in your pocket, man. Less people know, the
Well,
better.
if you ever want to take a little flight with me, let me know. It'll be between you and me.
Maybe, man.
I
Let's
could
see.
show you the world. Sorry.
That's cool. I don't mind. But just do what you can, man. But uh, just proceed with a plan and proceed with purpose and caution up ahead. All right, that'll keep you out of trouble, and that'll keep us all out of trouble.
Caution, I'm good with. Purpose, I'll work on.
At least do a plan.
Kuroko's good at those. I'll consult her.
Okay. Yeah. Here's your badge. Finish touching it up. Um. Yeah, if local police come by, just flash it at them. They'll frown and scowl at you. They say a few choice, nasty words in your direction, but they'll leave you alone. That may mean somebody bigger might come down the chain, who is authorized to deal with special privilege card holders, and then you will have to answer questions.
Well, I'll do my best to be sure it never comes to that. And it was just an absolute honor to meet you, sir. I would like you to take this ounce of weed as a token of
Right? Hell yeah!
my
Hook you
good
up.
favor. Okay, and this is where I give him the ounce of superior quality weed. It is gone out of my character sheet. Well, I've still got more superior quality weed, but we'll see about that later. Is it really a bribe if we've already come to an understanding?
Free sample? Yeah, I love free samples.
Yeah, free sample. I like that one better. Free samples.
Up, old man.
So, did I survive? Did I do it?
You did.
Did I do good?
Mm-hmm.
I am not the dead.
Not smited today.
Booyah.
That was stressful and long.
Yeah? Sounded like it.
Yeah, you guys are all outside now.
Is everything all right? That seemed to take some time.
Were you watching? You were there.
No, you were within range of my psionics, but it's rude to eavesdrop.
It was quite. It was. That's a lot of self-control. It was quite a performance. It was quite a thing. But I'm out. Oh, I'm gonna put my plant before we leave. Actually, I'm gonna put my plant on my body as a tattoo again, if that's possible. Yeah.
Sorry, one more time.
Before we leave the little containment facility, I'm gonna put my plant back on my body as a tattoo.
Okay.
Am I cutting out for you guys?
No.
Okay.
Nah, just I'm doing a couple of things at once.
Yeah. So plant is back safe on me.
Wonderful.
So my plant's defense mechanism. It doesn't activate unless I want it to, right?
The air of confidence?
No, my plant's spikes where they come
Yeah.
out if somebody
Yeah.
attacks me.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not gonna be like somebody taps me on the shoulder or picks my pocket and they get spiked. Because I feel like that would get me in trouble.
All right. So at this point, I guess we get to go and take part in what the city has to offer.
We're out of the weeds now.
Yay.
Into the city.
You ready to be in the city, John?
Oh yeah.
You guys have been waiting for a bit.
We needed some Chamonix time anyway. It was long overdue.
It's a good thing I
We're
didn't
going
start
to
that
the
at, like,
arena.
fuck.
Yeah, arena time.
He's actually going to watch one of the arena fights.
Yeah, we were
Yay.
gonna watch the Destroyer.
Can we compete in arena fights?
Of course.
Yay! Can we eat the loser?
That is entirely determined by what you set up as stakes.
You know what? Let's do it. To meet new and exciting exotic people from dangerous locales
So
and sample them.
how far is the arena from our main locale?
15-minute walk.
Really? Okay. So
it's
pretty
not
much,
bad.
I'm sure there's signs and shit that like. Arena
Oh
this
yeah,
way.
there's big old signs of the Destroyer.
Mhm.
Big old this person versus this person, but this is the Destroyer. The Destroyer.
Oh, has he sort of got like that Bonesaw hype from the Spider-Man movie?
No, I got a picture for him.
Oh, okay. Well, I was mostly asking if he's like the crowd favorite everybody loves
Yeah,
to come
they
watch
like
him
the Destroyer
brutalize
because
people.
he's a entertainer as well as a fighter.
Right. Okay. So everybody else comes in here with the "I will destroy you for the honor of my dojo," and he's like, "Let's wrestle!" Oh man.
He loves riling up the crowd. In fact, if the
Right.
fight's too easy, he spares you and humiliates you, and it makes it fun for the crowd.
Oh, fun. What sportsmanship?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's kill him and eat him. Maybe not eat him. At least kill him.
Some familiar faces.
You guys should be on a new map.
Yep. Just wanted to
Hey!
see
Boom!
what we can all sit down at.
Ooh. Judas looks like a merchant of death.
Yeah. So, the moment you exit the restriction zone, you were notified that the city is a sanctuary space. You do not
Uh-huh.
need to wear a mask in the city. It is protected by the right of the administrator.
All good stuff.
Lovely.
You may take off the mask, go a mask shop, try different masks.
Okay, sort of just like pop mine back on my head.
Yeah.
Kirk was gonna like, well,
So you
I'll try to
guys are
find some
in.
seats for us.
You guys are in what looks like used to be a strip mall, or at least the center core of a strip mall, where the bottom used to be a food court. You guys
Mhm,
are on the
mhm.
second story tier, and down there is a pit. People look down and watch. Um, sides have been boarded up to match the tier of the wall of the second tier. Um, but it looks like they cobbled together a whole series of buildings and scrap and whatnot to put together the arena, which is not a giant coliseum, but looks like it's more private and indoors.
Hmm.
Kirko will come over and be like, do you mind if our party sits over here? Just take some of these seats. Kirko goes up to this person. Do you mind if our party takes some of these seats over here?
Yeah, I'm just getting a drink.
Doobie doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba.
Um, yeah, got my fizzy water. There we go. Ooh, okay.
Is there anything in this pavilion down on the bottom right?
Yes. It does say shop is closed.
Aw. Okay. Then he'll just sort of like slide by, take a look at it, and be like, huh, neat, and then move on.
Alright, so we got all these guys.
Hmm.
Appreciate it. Didn't have to move down, but it's nice.
This person right here, that's who I need to sell my weed to.
The smoker down here?
No, down here. I don't know who she is, but she's got it.
Oh, well, her name is LeBlanc. I'm kidding. I don't know who that is.
It is
I was
one of her
wondering.
many character skin from the game.
No, that's fair. Is this a like a betting area in the top
Yep.
right?
She's the pit master, actually.
Cool. So I'm gonna slide up to the pitmaster and say, "What's the long odds on the next fight?"
You mean the destroyer? That's tough bets.
Well, who's he conspiring against?
Destroyer's the favorite for this one. Um, 12-1 odds.
Close to 1. I'll take that. Do you accept masks as currency here? I'm new in town.
Sure. We should accept masks as currency, but you betting against the destroyer, or are you betting for the destroyer?
Against. I'm taking the 12-1.
All right.
And he'll put down 2 masks of solitude, which I believe are level 3,
Mm-hmm.
as his bet.
Okay.
Because I mean, if they're only paying out 12-1, then the guy has a decent odds on.
Mhm.
At least breaking even. Yeah, so no, I'll get my slip. I confess the only experience I have at gambling commercially is at the horse races all of once. So I presume there's a slip.
Yep. There's a slip. There also is more of the betting actually comes down to how long the fight lasts, specifically in rounds,
Uh,
because there's a lot of showboating the destroyer does
right.
if he's winning, and he'll let it go on round after round after round and not make it quick. But sometimes destroyer gets angry and puts the guy down in the first round.
Fair enough. Then I'll place my bet. If he's giving 12-1 odds, is that on the guy like winning it all, or is that on a number
Yes,
of
that's the
rounds?
guy winning.
Okay. Then I'll put a side bet down for a minimum of 3 rounds.
Oh, they're
What's the
doing
payout?
exact roundage.
Okay. Well, that's a lot trickier,
It
actually.
is a lot trickier. That's where the big gambling comes in.
You know what? Let's say 6 rounds then. No,
Exactly
yeah,
6 rounds.
exactly 6 rounds, and I'll put one more mask of solitude down
They
for
have a
that.
3-1 odds for that.
Okay.
Yeah, when
Safe
he likes
payout.
to put it on for quite a few rounds. So
Right.
6 is not a bad option.
Get sleepy.
Mm,
Get sleepy.
My head just still hurts. You have nice warm soft hands.
Okay. Then yeah. 2 on the other guy, 2 on the underdog to win at 12-1, and then 1 on a 6-round fight, 3-1. And he'll take his chits. He'll drop his name for the bookie, and then he's gonna slide over to the bar and just wait on some people's order some drinks and see if there's any chatter.
Do you order anything?
Well, I was gonna let somebody else have their turn to run around because I know the Kuroko was grabbing seats. I didn't know if Chamonix wanted to do anything in the zone.
Where's Chamonix?
At the
Come
door
to sit with
still.
us?
No, I'm talking to this guy down in the corner.
Okay.
But I was just waiting my turn because I just played for like 4 hours.
It was 4 hours.
I like it.
But yeah, no, like I'm just mostly I just want to listen. Like my character's fine. Like a husband's fine taking his turn, waiting because he wants to hear if anybody's saying anything at the bar.
A lot of people are thinking this is just going to be another thing, destroy it. Take action on. He's just hard chance he's going to win. Only chance he's going to lose is because he showboated too hard.
Yeah.
The guy does a sneak attack. Happened before.
Fair enough. So we do know that the Destroyer has a weakness. We have learned.
I wonder exactly how high that penalty is.
What penalty?
For using my plant.
You'd have to find out.
So you walk up to a woman, very scarred woman, very damaged, in a wheelchair.
Oh, is that who I walked up to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hello. I couldn't help but notice the boxes. Are you a purveyor of medicines? Or just a patient?
It's some offer for individuals who might be hurt. Sometimes the arena doesn't particularly provide an adequate medical coverage for the fighters if they do survive. Depends on the
Makes
fight.
sense.
Depends on how good of a show you put on. Depends on how much money the fight made. A lot of people don't get medical attention that they need.
It's a dangerous sport.
It is.
I'd love to learn more about the sorts of medicines that can be found on the third floor. Could you tell me a little bit about them?
A lot of them come from local abstracts, or at least I'd use local plants and whatnot. A lot of people
I
find that a kind of a taboo, but they have a lot more power in the medicine if you're able to safely extract them.
Yes, I've heard that the plants on this floor are very dangerous.
Yes, they are. But if you know where to look and know how to um, get the plants that you need, um, it doesn't really cost you anything. You can make whatever you need.
Hmm. Uh, well, I'd love to learn more. Is there any way I could charm some company out of you for after these matches are done?
Sure. I'll be here for quite a while though.
Oh, I think I will be too. When do the matches end?
We'll go on for quite a few more hours. Should be 4 more left for the rest of the day. Um, I usually am here to provide medical aid to anyone who needs it who participated in the fights.
Of course. It's a noble calling. Fulfilling career.
Mm-hmm.
I did have one other question.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the lady to the right? Left?
You're left.
Left?
Depends on what type of group you want to get yourself mixed up into.
Oh. Well, I don't know yet. I've just gotten here recently. I don't know much about the groups. I don't know much about the plants. But if I could find myself a guide for the area, I might be able
No
to.
guide. That's no guide, unfortunately. That is a crime boss.
Oh, well, I was thinking more about you for the guide.
I'm a little bit inhibited on my mobility.
Well, I could help with that.
See, I appreciate the offer though.
I'm
I think
honestly
you broke
mostly
up for a minute.
fascinated by the plants. But it is very good to know that that lady is a crime boss. That's pertinent information.
He likes the blood. Well, he likes the blood sport.
Ah, well, that's what we're here
Um,
for, I suppose.
Usually, yes. She only really shows any interest in life or death fights.
So does the Slayer always do life or death?
No, there's all sorts of different types of fights. A lot of people
Oh.
prefer actually to um, have it to be a fight of honor. That way they can live to fight another day and continue on their
Sounds like the
chosen
smarter
profession.
option to me.
Indeed. But the big money's in the life or death fights.
Um, do you mind if I hang out back here with you and watch the fight?
Sure, I don't mind. Not much in the way of seating though.
Well, I can make do.
Or a view. Or a view. The seating's up close, so you can look over the edge as if you like to watch. But unfortunately, the
Well, I should probably get to know the destroyer a little better.
yes, he is quite the kind. He is quite the city favorite right now.
I suppose that's because he's quite strong.
Um, there's a lot of strong people here, but what he is not just
Right.
a fighter. He knows the entertainment too, how to work the crowd and how to make the most out of even an opponent that has no chance of defeating him.
Does he do that by sending out tokens to people? Is that
That
how he
was
finds his opponents?
no. He does advertise mostly in the city, but he also adds a air of mystery, a challenge that he boasted about, and actually, it wasn't him who built those tokens. It was someone who's fed up with him.
Well,
If you're going to brag, you're going to find someone so far out of your league, and you'll have no choice but to fight them.
I feel like one might have missed its mark, maybe not come to quite the right place.
A lot missed their mark until it doesn't.
Oh, it's not a great system then.
I didn't say it was.
Ah, well, somebody should talk to somebody about that.
Mm.
There's got to be a better way to do this. Anyway, it was nice meeting you. I suppose I'll go watch the match. I'll probably pop back later.
Maybe.
Let me know if I can get you a drink or something.
Perhaps.
I'll be around.
Or so you can mix one up yourself. Make some tea.
I could make some tea. I'll make her tea later.
Yeah,
Come
the
on, yip
individual
yip.
she tells you about, that's Lady LaRue of the Seldoran Trade Corporation.
Sounds like
No.
somebody I should give a wide berth to until I know more about.
Sure.
Nora Corporation. So she's the drug dealer of the city.
No, she's a crime boss. You don't know what
Oh,
specific fields. Just a crime
I
boss.
was thinking drug dealer because I deal drugs.
If they
No,
could.
that'd be what kind of crime boss
Freudian
you
slip
would be.
there.
All right, what are you up to, Coco?
Just sitting down, just getting everyone seated and kind of having a wide view of the place. Seems like there's lots of people.
All right. The fight's gonna start. So you guys took a little extra time at the office, and we're gonna do this guys up here in the arena. It's all fanfare. Introductions are made. A lot of it involves in hyping up the competitor, and then of course the introduction of the favorite, the Destroyer. He
Hmm.
only needs 250 more wins in the arena to gain a title.
Is that this guy?
Yeah, okay.
Does he have any mask on him?
Nope, he's not wearing a single mask.
Okay. And
The other guy is.
okay, cool. So on the Destroyer, do I pick up any artifacts or anything like that?
Oh yeah, his axes.
So he does have some fluidium based artifacts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy over here. We'll see what happens. I don't really.
He's
Not-
got a decent red mask, but
Yeah,
he's
let's
got
get
really high level gear, but not artifact level.
Okay. So he's lacking on that aspect. We'll see how his skill goes then.
Yep. So, I'm gonna make combat pretty quick, but in the general scheme of things, Destroyer takes charge very quickly. Breaks the guy's weapon almost outright. And at the beginning of the second round, actually tosses him his second axe, and is like, "Pick it up, you weakling!" And the guy clumsily tries to swing around an axe way too heavy and way too difficult to wield for him, which makes it a grand splendor because it's kind of a comedy. The third round, Destroyer disarms the guy, takes back the axe, and kind of pumps up the crowd, and the crowd starts to throw weapons into the arena. They kind of plunk into the sand, and the guy goes and picks a series of melee weapons that are a lot more familiar and something he can wield. Um, and the Destroyer continues to break those weapons and smack the guy around the arena as he grabs more and more of the things tossed down until he's got nothing left. And fourth round, the Destroyer starts to break parts of his armor systematically. Until he's got pretty much rags. And let's see how far they get into the fourth round. They do get to the fifth round, and this is where he snatches the mask off the guy's face and kind of breaks it into the sand, and begins to hype up the crowd as to the kind of the fate of this guy, kind of the live or death type of thing. And let's see if this guy is cheeky enough. Unfortunately, he misses his sneak attack, but it looks like the Destroyer was looking for it.
Can I send a fate point?
What?
Darn.
To get him to reroll?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well. It was worth a shot.
You don't have any bonds with them, right? So
What's that?
Yeah, he
you
misses
don't have
his
any
sneak
bonds with the guy.
Okay. All right. Let's see if it makes it to the sixth round, but I doubt it. It does. Wow. Had to be a ridiculously good roll, and I rolled it.
There you go.
Yeah, unfortunately, this guy gets dismantled in this sixth round. You know,
Nice.
just any other like martial art or anything else just gets systematically just taken down bit by bit, and eventually, yeah, he just finishes him off. Bloop, and
Oh.
the destroyer celebrates in the middle of the arena. It's like, "Ah, no one can beat the destroyer."
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so
quiet.
great.
Everyone just kind of cheers for a bit, but there's a couple. And you guys actually notice the cameras finally, because the spectacle, the lights kind of went down. But when the lights come bright back up, on third terrace, all around the edge of it, hundreds of cameras pointed down at the arena. They could broadcast it over the city.
Oh, nice.
Not
So
a lot of
this is
space.
the public spectacle.
It is. Um, you do get the notion that gonna be more fights for this guy, saying that no one can defeat the destroyer. That's asking for trouble.
Hmm.
But he'll exit the arena under one of the gates in the bottom.
So what do you think, Chamonix? Easy peasy, right?
He is
We'll
a very skilled
find
fighter,
out. We'll find out.
and he does burn molten hot, literally.
He what now?
He burns molten hot, literally.
Oh, fair. The showboating is his only clear weakness at this time. However, he's perceptive enough to know that and to what the opportunities it crosses his enemy. If you're going to attempt an upset in a later round, it would need to be a superb obfuscation.
I think I give him like 3 rounds top with Chamonix. That
What does that mean?
means you're gonna beat him in 3 rounds.
Means you're gonna smoke the shit out of him. Yeah, that's the thought. You- I would recommend renting a space and investing heavily in your White Wolf training as a precursor to this fight. The White Wolf can teach you how to turn his showboating against him, or turn it to your advantage.
Yeah. The White Wolf will tell you it's not the first time she's fought someone like this. And it's not the first time she's killed someone like this. She's killed a lot of showboaters before. One of her favorites.
So do that fight to the death.
Yeah. The opponents you want to look out for, the ones who are the ones who take you seriously throughout the entirety of the fight, no matter your skill. The ones that even if you are weaker, they assume you're playing weak. You know, it's a ruse. Those are the ones you want to watch out for because you can't slip anything by them. They're ready for anything. There's nothing going to surprise them. Showboaters, even if they're looking for it on purpose, they're inviting an opening because they know that you're going to try and get a sneak attack in because of the showboating. That doesn't mean they're ready for it. They're letting their guard down, thinking they're going to catch it. Doesn't work like that. The only reason this guy didn't succeed is because his technique is clumsy, and he was so tired out by the time that he got an opportunity to strike out that there was no chance of it landing, let alone actually dealing significant damage, even if it did hit. You, on the other hand, have a different type of power. And I suggest you look into the rules of the arena closely as to see what you can and can't use. Because if you can use poisons, there's no chance for this man to win. Poison is the great equalizer. It can bring even the most powerful entity low. If you use the right poison, of course.
Chemical compounds are my specialty.
I'm
Yeah.
probably not privy to this conversation between you and the White Wolf, but I did keep a literal gallon of that paralyzing agent from the dragon bats.
That stuff's nasty.
Like
Yeah.
that stuff hits so bad that, even when I made my toughness checks, it still worked on me at least a little bit.
Yeah, it still does to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make him a smoggish board of poisons.
Yeah. Usually fights to the death.
Just-
There's a loose rule set.
Yeah, I
If
better.
it's a banned weapon, they usually don't let you use it if it's been earmarked by the Restriction Bureau. But you can probably find a.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I better check out these rules.
Okay. It's not hard to find. They're posted. And you can look into them in depth. The honor-bound fights, there is a large list of rules, and there are multiple sets of rules depending on what type of fight you're into. The life and death fight, as long as it does not have a restriction band or a forbidden band on it, it's good to go.
I don't think you have either with your plants. You
Yeah.
have a special snowflake
Yeah.
plant.
But it takes
Well,
work.
the
so
Atachar thorns
probably-
are on the restricted.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yes, very much are. They found the
It
bottle
doesn't
of
mean
it.
you can't make a compound of it.
Yeah, I could just invent my own poison.
Using that as the base.
Can't
You
put
could,
it on
yeah.
a list if it's not invented yet.
But you do know that the guy does run very, very hot, like a furnace. It actually looks like he may have something called an avatar form that he channels, and it looks like it turns him to it's like a stone golem.
I think I can
you
whip up some talismans to deal with that.
You could, yeah.
That means he's probably just in a similar fashion to us, have something in like 100+ merit to get that combat form.
Yes, he probably
Into
spends
might
pretty
tree.
much.
I could also just whack him with my sword and see if the ceiling falls on him.
Doesn't work every time. But it's
It
been
could
pretty.
work. Like, I mean, why not, eh?
You guys do a little discussion. I do need to make an effort to the restroom. It will take me a bit, but if you guys are still around,
Okay. Quick question: Does he just give me 3 masks back on my winning bet?
yeah,
Okay.
3-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you break even.
Yeah, pretty much, which is fine.
All right. I will be back. I do need a restroom.
Okay.
Alex, I don't know if you knew, but I got my wisdom teeth out.
Oh, rough.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
My
About
removal
Friday.
from the military in disgrace was partially to blame on having my own wisdom teeth removed.
It's a shit time. It's true.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was on the really good drugs at the time, and I missed a check-in for formation,
Right.
which resulted in some unfortunate consequences.
Yeah. Disciplinary actions usually happen in the military.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've just been on Advil, some CBD. It's pretty much been
Oh,
it.
damn. Oh, you're self-medicating?
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're careful.
No cannabis or smoking or anything like that.
No, yeah, no, that's really bad
Ju-
for
Yeah,
your
just
sockets.
just put the liquid in
Hmm.
the drink.
Make sure you go see a dentist at some point in the future, or else you could have a dry socket, and it'll fuck you up real bad.
Oh, okay.
Because basically it means stuff gets in that socket and rots, and
Yeah.
it'll warp half your mouth if it's not taken care of.
Oh, I understand that. I've been cleaning it. I think that's probably one of my worst pains
Hmm.
is just stuff in there. Like
Yep.
I had one of the stitchings was in there pretty good, and I took that out today, and I'm feeling much better than what I was the last 2 days. So
Sounds like you have a lot of inflammation.
yeah,
I'd
no, definitely.
recommend taking some ibuprofen, naproxen if
Advil.
you can get it.
That's just what I've been doing. Yep.
Yeah, no, Advil isn't a. It's got acetaminophen in it. It's a mild pain reliever. You want a blood thinner. Ibuprofen is a blood thinner.
Advil is ibuprofen.
Mm. Am I a crazy person? I might be a crazy person.
Allie thought the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
same thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good then.
Yeah, just that's what the doctor recommended. And it's just
Hmm.
take 600 milligrams every 6 hours.
Mm. When I was in boot camp, I used to medicate the other guys when they were in pain. It was actually really funny being a drug dealer in boot camp.
Mhm.
I made, what was it? Um, basically, $120 off of a stick of Hall's, uh, like the Hall's like hard candy things.
Yeah.
Because I bought one, we
Well,
weren't supposed to have them. But the
mhm.
drill instructors were like, no, can't have that shit. And I ended up buying one and selling them to people for like $10 a piece. They do literally anything just to get a little bit of sugar. Then again, I was also one of the only people smart enough to not overeat on those days when we had celebrations.
Oh yeah.
I went back for seconds. Some people went back for thirds and fourths.
Yeah, mess
And
hall's nice, that's for sure. But
drill
gotta watch
instructors
yourself.
PT'd us into the dirt. People were
Yeah.
throwing up everywhere.
Yeah. It's like, oh, free food. No, don't do that to yourself.
Our drill instructors had a grand old time. It was actually
Yeah.
really funny. I stopped after 2, and the drill instructor looked at me. It was drill instructor Staff Sergeant Esquivel looks at me and he's like, "You sure you don't want any more?" And I was like, "Nope, I'm good." And he's like, "Then get the fuck out." So me and the platoon leader and like 3 other guys were fine, and everybody else gorged themselves. And they paid for it.
Yeah.
Man, did they pay for it. It was really good. Made kind of a goulash, sort of like a Mexican taco goulash thing. It's got macaroni noodles and ground beef in it.
Mm. It's some macaroni and noodles today.
Well, I made the sauce myself.
Mhm.
Actually, I made everything myself except the noodles. But because macaroni noodles.
Yeah,
Doesn't really count if you don't roll them yourself.
sure.
And fuck that shit.
Allie, do you want to stay up and play longer, or do you want to go to bed?
Yeah, you can have a little more.
Hmm. I can stay up a little bit longer.
Hey, kid. Come here. Put some of those in there. Just try it. It's good.
Oh, excuse me. Total merit data, Allie. You want to double check with mine?
What?
What's your total merit data?
Um,
I have 1496 for you.
$14. Give me a second. I have 1466 written down. So
Okay.
96.
Yeah, add yourself another 30.
Nice.
How much merit do you have left?
42.
What will you spend 30 on mine?
I spent 10 on my air of confidence.
Yeah, I got that in already. Heck, you upgraded some stats, honestly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hey, what up? What up? Give it up. Give it up. Hmm.
So intermission time. Kirk was going to get up and be like, "Well, information gathered. Hey guys, I'm just gonna go look around for a bit. Uh,
I'm going to go collect my winnings.
oh, good for you, Hazard. Yeah, well, we'll stick by Shira, and Kuroko will go to this individual. Be like, "Good day." Uh, uh, she kind of looks over the book beside her, and the looks like is that a scrying pool or what would that be?
Holy water.
Holy water. Let's see.
Are you ready to repent your sins and receive redemption and forgiveness?
Ah, see, I do the same type of job for you, so I'll take a pass on that. Thanks, though.
All demons are the same. Go about your business then.
Rude.
My name is Kuroko, by the way. What is yours?
You're still here for dialogue, of course.
It's not wrong to be polite.
You call me Lumiere.
And see your job here just to help the souls pass on that lose their life, or
No, to help those who want forgiveness. Seek and hopefully find it.
well, I'm definitely good
It'll be
at
through
that.
their own efforts, though.
Of course.
Free passes here.
Well, it's a good place to do it. I'm sure. Yeah. Um. So, do you have a specific god in mind for yourself, or is it just
The one and only God.
You have any
Kuroko
idea
will
how
look
little that
back
narrows it down?
to her past knowledge and be like, well, one and only. Who might that be then? I'm mistaken. I can't seem to recall.
Creators of all angels. The designer of the perfect path that was destroyed by a traitor among his own ranks. The sire of your species.
Lucy?
Just kind of glares at you.
I don't know. Is that who you're talking about?
I'm not here to fill in on your ignorance. You're not
Oh,
here for
well,
redemption. Go away.
I figured you were here to educate. Say someone who tries to forgive the sins of others. But I
If that's
understand.
what you're actually doing. Demons at one time could boast that they were doing something noble, but now all you do is steal, harvest. Do they not? Do they not feed upon the energies of the soul?
Urko looks at her and be like, "You are absolutely right, and there does need to be a change in hell. That is for sure. Maybe
Hmm.
it will come soon. Who knows?"
Well, it's not like Lucifer can do anything about it.
Lucy's occupied. She does have a big job.
If that's what you want to call it.
Well, it's more than you're doing currently. Do your efforts. And Kuriko will turn around and walk off.
That's right. Don't take no shit from no street preachers.
Nah, she's not gonna mess with Lucy. That's not how that works. Usually Kuriko wouldn't say anything, but not when it's with her. Kuriko kind of walks up and checks this lad over. Is he a knight?
Hello! Ha 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 ha! Well, well. You look upon quite the noble and honorous and skillful fighter.
So let me catch that for a sec. You said I'm looking
Hmm.
upon a skilled fighter, or are they talking about me?
Yes. No, he's talking about himself.
Okay. I just wanted to check. You are absolutely right. Your name of a skilled fighter.
He just says he gets up, kind of starts to brush himself off, and he sings a little ballad song, and at the end, it rhymes into um, his knight name. He is Knight Squire, which is kind of a weird.
Yep.
Yep,
None
Knight
more.
Squire. Yep. Yes, and- yeah. He goes like this. He's been learning the way of the sword and the knight far and wide. He's been granted the title of knight, but currently he's a squire under another knight. But he's still a knight, but he's a squire.
And it's a night squire.
All I can say, Matt, is perfection. Once upon a time, in a galaxy far, far away, this person exists, and as I know, multiple beings can exist that are almost the same, but not. Done with the cryptic shit. Well, knights. Yeah. Knight Squire Gus, Rowdy. My name is Kuroko, and
Only one name?
would you like my last name as well?
Well, do you not have uh, titles and stuff?
Oh, I do.
Oh, secret titles. Oh, forgive me then. Do you
There's
want
no
to
reason.
duel?
Are you sure about that?
Of course, I'm looking to duel with. If anyone wants to duel, I think it's time to duel.
Wish to learn, I can be of assistance, but I don't plan on killing you. I'm not here to make enemies.
Oh,
I'm
no,
here
that's
to
not right.
learn of
Oh,
this place.
no. I mean, if it is necessary, yes, but if it's a duel, I don't see any reason to.
If you wish to make the fight, and if you are sure about this, then by all means, I will accept your duel. But I would suggest not choosing me because I don't think you can learn as much as you want to from me.
Uh, Many great of other individuals have said this before.
And did
Are
you
you saying
learn
it's
things
not
from that?
time to duel?
Um, I would say yes. I would say it's not time to duel. But you're a
that is a
different
shame.
person.
I think you're missing out.
I'm sure someone else will very much enjoy the show and the
No,
opportunity.
no. This is no
to-
show, sir. This is a duel.
And it would be a show for the other people, not for yourself and the person dueling.
It is no show,
So
sir.
you
It's
got
a
to think of the
duel.
observers. I
It's mano y
understand you're in the
mano.
moment here.
Do I hear this guy shouting, DM?
Yes. It's mano y mano.
You all right there, Kuroko?
I'm fine, Alhazard. Thank you. I'm sure someone else will come by and be a great match for you, Knight Squire Gus Rowdy. But I am.
Superior for the likes of me.
I do seem that way, don't I? I don't mean to come across as someone who
Arrogant.
disregards your
Your
attempts
arrogance will
here.
be your downfall.
I agree, which is why I try to better myself every day.
By dueling me.
You do have one-track mind, do you not? Maybe
I
you
am
should try and put
focused
this.
on my training.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you should put this
By
effort into
dueling you.
to something else besides dueling. I would suggest it at least.
I have already done all of my morning and afternoon afternoon training. It's time to duel.
Is this why you came to the arena to find somebody?
Oh, I've already found someone.
Okay. You know what? You just seem so hopeful that I can't say no. So I will accept your
Time
duel.
to duel.
Squire Gus Rowdy.
Time to do.
The
Uh,
pitmaster just looks over. All right, kid.
I would have offered to fight him for you, but you seem to be having so much fun.
Kirko will do a little power jump, or jets, and then jump over.
And he does a jumping pirouette, and he spins multiple times and lands over here.
Nicely done.
And he spins in place, and his cape whirls about in a cyclone as he spins multiple meters horizontally and vertically to land perfectly.
3 on the new girl, and I slide 3 masks over to the pitmaster.
Kirko sends a clone out and puts a halo on it. And
Aha! Making it a fairer fight.
well, good luck. Kirko just makes an ice throne for herself on the sand, and
Have at ye, fair battle maiden. And he makes a lunge, but the lunge extends him the entirety of the meters as he slides across 13 meters. Whoosh! His cape furling, his hair just blowing back in the wind.
gorgeous.
Um,
Uh,
Majestic.
armor
yeah.
glistening.
The Kirko clone is going to attempt to disarm the combatant.
He's going to believe really hard through the skill and his training that nothing can stop his blade as long as he is Knight Squire Gus Rowdy.
Okay.
Pretty good. He's believing, not as hard as he could, but he's full in the belief that this will defeat this clone.
I'm going to give him some hope. because he needs this in his life. Unfortunately, it wasn't good enough.
He
So
punctures the blade partially through it, and he dances back. Oh, very sturdy, your battle clone, your homunculi.
uh, just an aspect of myself. Do not think of it as a homunculi. So the Kirk clone's going to go up and then disarm.
He's going to do a spin pirouette,
Ooh, nice.
and he's going to believe so hard on his spin he actually cuts the Kuroko in half cleanly. Have at ye!
So nice. Fortunately, that cut goes through the Kuroko clone, and the ice kind of sticks to his sword. And
He's also any splintering. He's gonna try and wave it away with a cloak strike. He strikes the cloak at it.
okay,
Yes,
okay, good stuff.
blows all the ice away. Ha ha!
So as he slices Kuroko in half, um, she kind of just faults on top of itself and reforms with order. And this time, he's going to Kuroko is going to make the Kuroko's armor impenetrable this time with a slash at least of his sword. Let's see how that goes after he does something. I don't know.
Okay.
What is he gonna do next?
He's going to use a maneuver, duck to the right, and do a sliding lunge around the outside to slash at you.
Okay.
It's really funny to watch because he does a lunge maneuver as he ducks under the side, and then he just slides in his lunge all the way over without moving his feet.
Okay. I will dodge.
He believes really hard he's going to hit you. Does apply on a.
Okay. What's the inescapable?
He has 5 degrees of success.
Good stuff. I reduced that by 2.
Hmm.
And I have a +10 to my agility.
He also
So
believes really hard that this strike will defeat you.
could.
Oh, there's no
So
could in Gus Rowdy's mind. There is.
yeah. No. It's I'm just trying to do math here. 10, and so that makes that a 20 minus 20. Yeah, minus 20.
Wow. Wow.
Kuroko.
Wow. Wow.
So
if you
I just,
dunked on this dude any harder, you'd just be using his head as a ball.
I can just like slide underneath his blade and his
Do you have maxed out
yeah.
dodge?
We already rolled 1 on a dodge before, like I don't know,
Go ahead
20
and add
sessions ago.
another +10 to your ability to reduce inescapable.
Good stuff. Yeah. I think that's in my spirit. Yeah, I just select spirit.
Just add another rank to it, free of charge.
That's good. That's a free 15
I
merit.
actually added
Fuck
that as a trait
yeah.
instead. Just reduce degrees of success and inescapable by 1. It won't actually stack. It won't actually be a part of the purchase. It's just a completely different trait.
Reduce
call it
abilities like
elusive.
inescapable, or do you want to make it inescapable?
Specifically inescapable.
Yeah.
Because the only one that is better than it is unavoidable, and you have to pay to get the privilege to reduce it to inescapable. So if it has unavoidable, you use a fate point or a Pentecostal coin to get it to turn into inescapable, and then you can apply all your bonuses. But no, he slides with this just mean cut coming your way, and style on the poor kid.
Kuroko's still sitting in a throne at this point, isn't she? So does the whole throne just shunt backwards?
Well, I do have control over it, so that's a nice feature, right? So I kind of
Nice
just
feature.
um
I'll-
Yeah.
so I'll see myself.
yeah, it's Kurko is now going to disarm Gus at this point with her main. That's a weapon skill off. So if you want to beat me by degrees of success, this is a one-on-one fight, so I gain additional. So it's 3 degrees of success total.
Hit him.
No, for a disarm.
Okay. He is going to do a very superfluous and very fancy dodge.
Hmm.
Ooh, maybe a little too fancy, but he is going to believe so hard. Point. Yeah, we go. You believe, boy. He believes as the protagonist that he can,
I see.
and because he is the protagonist, anytime he succeeds after failure using his belief, he will get a free attack. Hacha!
Okay.
1 degree of success.
Cool. I will dodge.
Oh my god, are we all side characters in Gus's story?
Pretty much.
I would
And,
absolutely be entranced to follow this figure around and figure
I
out what the
will.
fuck he's on
I
about.
will. Let's say you got a free attack. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'll let him do his main action now.
And he's going to race to strike his eye up in the, and he's just like, through the power of belief in knighthood and honor, smite thee!
And I'll give him hope for this. He will get a +10 and a +15, so +25 to this this smite.
He's definitely doing the smiting. He's gonna hit you the
Good
real
stuff.
good. He's gonna hit
Good
you
stuff.
so good in that left leg.
Okay, so how many degrees dodge?
With the +25 you've given him, you're looking at 3.
Okay, so it's just it's been negative. Ooh, failure.
Yeah, he's gonna hit you with that.
Good. I will take the hit.
All right, what's your armor and shield?
So armor is 172. Shield is 133. And natural armor is 20.
Okay. He is going to deal 5 damage to your leg
Okay.
as a golden shiny blade sticks out of the top of the thigh meat, and it kind of is just in there like, ow!
Okay. And Matt, at this point,
Yes.
the betrayer is going to steal his blade.
Oh, yes. His blade disappears.
Ouch. But nicely done. No one's gotten through that in a long time.
And he tries to punch you. He's gonna punch you.
The Kuroko will
With a solid
sidestep.
right hook. Just ah.
Kuroko will sidestep.
I am not disarmed so easily. I still have my fists.
And
this sand as he kicks it at you.
So I think Kuroko is gonna get into a grapple now and just yeah, Kuroko's gonna enter a grapple. Um,
Trying so hard not to hurt this poor lad.
yeah, and it's a strength.
Oh, he's gonna try and get out of the way first. Do you have an escapable?
No, I don't.
You will-
Grapple's interesting, but he can attempt to dodge, I guess. Yeah, whatever.
He will dodge out of the way, grab some sand, and throw it in your face, even though you have a mask on.
Sounds
Pocket
good.
sand.
Um, Kuroko is
Right,
going to
mask.
Kuroko is going to feint this time. There's something you can't just get out of the way from a dodge. You have to actually beat me in weapon skill.
Oh, he has 2 degrees of success.
Unfortunate. And then Kuroko is going to attempt to grapple.
Okay. Always strength. Yes.
Oh, well done. Oh.
Flip you and put you in a grapple. The tables have turned, fair battle maiden. You can surrender at any time to the Knight Squire Gus Rowdy.
And then my other Kuroko is going to join into the grapple. And a failure. And
I will
unfortunately,
grapple you both. As he basically lets go of the bottom half of you, and he tries to scissor grapple the other one of you with his feet, while grappling grappling you with his upper body.
well done.
And he's gonna do it. He actually bare passes. He does. Your tricks do not work on Gus Rowdy, Knight Squire.
Okay. So let me think for grappling rules here. I'm pretty sure I need to get out of the grapple first.
Yeah, you need to take control of the grapple, or you
Yeah.
can escape the grapple.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take control of the grapple.
Okay. You can take control of the grapple.
Okay.
Whoa! That was some shifty movements there. Have some stand.
With what your mouth? Is this how you're going to blow sand on me? I kind of got your arms here, boss.
He's gonna try and flip your clone at you.
Okay. So my clone's going to attempt to resist.
Okay, with strength. Okay.
Nice.
He does have.
I think you beat me
higher
into your
degrees-
success. Sure.
Yeah. So he's gonna have your clone bounce off of you and attempts to hopefully not let you have so much of an advantage.
So
But
as he
does
tries
release your
to,
clone.
yeah, as he tries to do that, I'm just going to release my clone and poof it out of existence. Poof.
Decided to fight one mano a mano, maiden.
Yeah. Let's continue this.
Decided to give me your undivided attention.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
I think this is going to be the Gus Slayer is my next title. Protagonist Slayer.
name
There we go. That's
I'm
what I
gonna
need.
name this trick the Gus Slam or the Gus Slayer.
Jesus.
I don't know, Matt. I wasn't expecting these in this
Just
in this
increase your
rouse.
strength by 2.
Okay.
And when you're in a grapple, you can have an additional degree of success.
Sounds good.
Uh,
Does this apply for
DM
clones or just myself?
Clones too.
Okay.
DM, quick question.
Yeah.
When this fight started, and I said I put 3 Masks of Solitude down on Kuroko, what did the Pitmaster give me for odds?
People don't do odds on these duels with Gus.
Okay.
He does them so often, and it's just so random. He's good. It's just sometimes he always picks a duel with someone who's stronger than him. always. It's people stop doing odds because they know he's going to lose.
Okay.
He has yet to win. He's done 50 of these some odd duels.
Okay, so they wouldn't
He's
even give
survived
me
them
odds
all.
on it.
alive.
Because I'm not
He's-
killing him.
But I mean,
No,
not
he
with you,
survived them all
the other
because every
50.
single person seems to feel the same way. They're just like, I don't really want to kill you.
You'd think there'd be just somebody who'd get annoyed.
Probably, but I guess he just picks right. You know.
He's the protagonist.
He
He's got that armor of
believes.
plot.
So whenever you want to say uncle, I am here for that.
You know that he is not able to even tap out, let alone gasp a breath, to say uncle with your grapple. There's nothing.
Just give
He
me
just
a
kind of goes limp after several moments of struggling.
okay, and I check on him like well done. I applaud your effort, and Kirko
He's out.
will Kirko will go down into meditative stance and forgive his his slashing for the session and release his blade.
Okay. And he just kind of lay him back on the bench he usually sits on, just.
And Kirko will give it up and do a little jump, lay him back in his seat.
Fun. That was fun.
Yeah, that happened.
That was hilarious. I loved that.
Well, I think I've gotten everything I could out of this session. 2 1s for just the right moments, of course.
How did you get all the ones, John? What is your secret? You're like,
He
Karma.
believes in the heart of the cards.
But these are dice, and not even real ones at that.
That's probably why it works. The dice aren't real enough to take offense.
So yeah, Kirko sits back down, and let's pretend that didn't happen.
Good times.
Hazard, you want to talk to anybody?
I think I just want to organize a fight. I just want to see what the general level of skill here is. Just want to talk to the pitmaster and be like, all right. So what do I have to do to get into a fight? That seemed rather abrupt. Is there a more formal process? Hello?
Nope.
You didn't hear any of that?
No.
Oh, okay. Alhazard is going to just go talk to the pitmaster about just having a fight. He kind of wants to get an idea of what the general level of quality amongst the fighters is.
A wide variety. We got individuals who are we got all the way from amateur fights all the way up to literal legends, undefeated even to today. They have been undefeated since the city was founded
Mm-hmm.
and way before. There are the odds of fighting those guys on success, multiple millions to 1.
Oh, lovely.
And there are also other rewards in defeating them because a lot of their titles involve being undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually earn a counter title by defeating the undefeatable. So it's very lucrative and very appealing but not everyone is allowed to just challenge the legendaries. They
Makes
hold
sense.
tournaments to see if you even have what it takes because they have a bar set. And the arena you fight them in is not here. It's in the
your
middle
brothers.
sector.
I know. Get your own. There should be some more in the pan.
They have a grand tournament arena in the middle sector.
Oh, lovely.
Um, those fights are big money. But if the quality of individual who takes them on is not up to snuff, it becomes kind of an issue.
Sure.
Like even if you're defeated by them, if you give a good show, no one has any problems. But if you have no right to be in the arena with that guy, there are huge problems after the match if you survive.
Mm-hmm.
Because you owe people. Somehow you got them to believe that you should be put into the arena with that guy. And that you would have a decent chance, or at least, a halfway good chance of actually competing.
I
But,
see.
yeah. But there's only a couple of those guys. A lot of those fights we don't hold them, but they exist. We got rising stars like the Destroyer. You can definitely pick a fight with. They got Nightswear, Gus Rowdy. If you ever want to pick a fight with that guy, you can literally just it's time to duel. You got all sorts of amateur fights. If you do scale yourself down by what you think your ability is, and you're concerned about what the bar set is, and you pick an amateur fight, if you outclass your opponent, they ask you to spare them and not cripple them either. They'll immediately get you something more your weight class.
Oh, I see.
Um,
Sensible.
that way, that poor lad who got paired up with a monster far out of his league and no dream or even a sliver of hope to beat, can actually learn and recover from that fight and actually go on to be somebody, improve instead of being snuffed out.
No, that makes sense.
Because that's not the point of the fights.
It is, of course, to give a good show. Alrighty. Is there anyone of middle bracket that is willing to put up flesh?
You're looking for. Look, we don't really host those type of fights. Those have to be special requests, and usually those fights are only held by desirable folk.
How do you mean?
The folk in the Underdeep do cannibal fights.
The
You can find your way
Underdeep.
down. Yeah.
I see. So not something that would occur around here.
Unless you're fighting beasts, that's fine. But eating the body of the other fighter, not the first time I've heard the request. But we don't do that here.
That's fair.
If you pick a beast fight, and you win, you can ask that as your reward, especially if the body is particularly valuable, or you can ask for a part of it instead of your winning proceeds.
I see. Do you happen to have any available?
Depends on what caliber of beast do you want to fight.
Something strong.
I got a lot of strong critters, boy.
Um,
ever.
hmm. Give me an example. Where would you place a creature, say, I don't know. One of the dragons on the first floor dragon sanctuary.
First floor, it was blind some bitches.
Yep.
Probably put them at a rank 3.
I see.
A lot of people who
Um,
are able to deal with that pretty easily.
Yes. So, where would you put, say, I'm trying to find a good comparison out of character here. Uh, how would such a thing scale?
Now,
Should I go outside there?
scalings go up. Problem with dragons are undefeatable creatures except by tools. There's a tool system that is specifically takes the threat that what they are and drastically reduces it. Armor, weapons, shields, barriers, magic spells, containment systems. There's too many tools that unfortunately prey on their bloodline because it's so damn magical. It even has its own unique signature
Mm-hmm.
that you can bring even the most powerful dragon low with the right tools.
That is the hope.
Now, if I put you in the ring with the proper face eater, now you're in trouble because there's not a lot of things that deal with that.
What about what did you call them? The whirling dervish. Where would you put that?
Depends on the size of the arena. Put it in a small arena. Well, depends on how two things. Depends on how kitted they are and the size of the arena. Size of the arena, if it's a big arena, you have a really good chance of defeating the damn thing. Because if it's big, there's a lot of places to move.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places to get out of the way. They have a big reach. But not big enough that, people who can move properly can't deal with. It's a small boxing arena like this one. Oh, does it get hard. Now, the real power from a whirling dervish actually comes from the trinkets they got.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full kit, as in maximum number of trinket wield with full charges, or at least full charges for what they usually have. You're looking at probably a 6 scale. If it's the right trinkets, you're looking at a 7. Because there's a lot of their limit. If you put that and reduce defenses, if you put that right combination in with the whirling dervish, you can get really fucked up.
Let's try a rank 5 today. If you have a rank 5 beast available, I would like to partake.
Okay. I don't provide the beasts. That actually is from one of the clans. They are creature collectors. So when one of the clansmen posts a critter, they actually want it to be a decent fight. Because they actually want the beast to actually have a chance of winning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd probably want to see you fight first because fighting people, they sign a waiver. Easy.
Certainly.
Fighting a beast, it's kind of a big process. I have to go to the guy who owns the critter. I gotta give him the requests. They're gonna look into you. Especially the more expensive and dangerous the critter. Because either A, they catch it early and raise it. That's expensive. Or B, they fucking catch the thing as is, somehow. Like the face dealers, you don't raise those things. You go and snatch them. Isn't that fucking ludicrous?
It does seem a little strange, yes.
Yeah, well, some
Very
people
well.
take pride in it.
If it will be
Not close enough.
easier, then simply assign me a fight you believe is commensurate with the
Put
difficulty
you
I am
in the
asking
ring
for.
with a knight. Somebody who has a good reputation. Won't be a fight to the death, but you can bang each other up pretty bad. He's pretty sturdy.
Wonderful.
He's got great fighting skills, great instinct. He's got some moves, let me tell you what. And he's got a
Hmm.
pretty decent forge set.
Oh, really?
Yeah, full forge set gear.
Wonderful.
It takes it's a good replacement for power armor. Because you can wear power armor in the arena. I don't give a shit. Sometimes the masks sometimes you guys wear just they're so stupidly powerful. It's like wearing power armor.
Hmm.
And if you're not
I
coming to
have
the
noticed
if
that
you're
there's clarity in them.
hmm? Say again?
I said I have noticed there's a bit of disparity to them.
Yeah. You'll actually start noticing some of the masks the higher the quality goes. But
Mhm.
if you really want to look into the quality of what the masks do, they do in general, you'll have to go see a specialist. But there's quite a few of them in the city, so as long as you got coin for a consultation fee.
Mhm.
But I'll tell you what you need to know.
Fair enough. Then yes, I would like to partake of this combat.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, he's not available to fight now, but I can definitely set you up in a couple days. If you want, you can
Certainly.
even advertise it.
I was interested in seeing what you had available at the time. If there's nothing available, then that's fine.
No, I mean,
But
I
yes.
have some very high level people. I have whoever that Kuroko lady is over there, if she's willing to edge into the fight, because that doppelgangers are creating copies of oneself. That's pretty nasty.
Mm.
I got a couple people in here who are just itching for someone to challenge them. They're either too under your weight belt, like as in it's going to be no fun or interest to you and or the crowd, or we got people who are the opposite. They're just you're so far out of their league that you know. Unfortunately, there's no sweet spot at the moment. Um, Most of the time, I get 1 through 3s hanging around looking for a fight, looking to make a name for themselves, and then I got 6 through 9s kind of prowling the place looking for blood, and I don't want to give it to them
Mm.
because what they'll do is they'll cheat you out of something, make it look like it's something you can do, like a fight, and they'll either cheat you out of your belongings, some of your powers, something precious like a promise, tokens, your fluidium, sometimes your life, and not even in the death way, as in you get a new servant or toy. Like they're
Mm.
looking they're looking to take advantage, and they know how to.
Best to stay out of their way then.
Yeah. Take the take Lady LaRue over there. By all normal standards, she's a very well, I would say, would have been balanced, a good fight. Uh, Again, as a whatever you do versus a caster, because she does magic. But
Mhm.
due to the no restrictions to some of the rules, as long as it's not a restricted or forbidden item, the quality or quantity of the artifacts and items you can use is not limited, unless previously stated beforehand and agreed on by both parties. I know very well I've seen her use it before. She's got 2 high-level, low-tier artifacts on her,
Mm-hmm.
and they make the fight literally not fair.
I
And
see.
those who have artifacts of that nature use them shamelessly. As you should, because how the fuck did you get
Hmm.
that? And why shouldn't you use it in a fight with really high stakes? Um, in the grand arena, things even prepared for pretty ridiculous play.
Mm-hmm.
They have the facility to even allow high grade middle tier offensive artifacts being used. And they're even able to protect the integrity of the arena and the crowd watching. Because sometimes the damage fallout from those artifacts when they're used, even if they're one-time use, are cataclysmic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
I see.
yeah, things are strange here on the 3rd floor. You'll probably notice it's a little wee bit different than what you're probably used to on some of the other floors.
More politicking, less outright murder and banditry.
Yeah, we try and keep it less on the side of the murder, while the politicking has its own problems of itself. Um, at least people aren't dying in droves, and some people can actually provide services and skills to the local populace that um, is not combat related and be safe while doing it. Make sure you have commerce and businesses. And we have
Very good.
civilization is what we got.
With all its trappings and sins.
Pretty much.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind, then, pencil me in for this fight against this knight, and maybe something against a beast. Later
All
on
right.
down the road.
Sure.
Something in the rating 4 or 5.
Okay.
Until I have a firmer grasp on the arena, I don't feel like pushing my luck.
That's fair. A lot of people like to overstep themselves right out of the gates. I understand
Mhm.
your caution. Fine with me.
Wonderful. I'll probably be around a bit here or there. Is there any way to get in touch with him, or for him to get in touch with me about the time that these fights would be good to go?
You can give him your contact code,
Sure. Do I have one of those?
um, your ID actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's why they had. That's why they issue them.
fair enough. I'll flash the ID then.
All right. You'll be notified.
Wonderful. Then he will bid the pitmaster good day and find somewhere else to watch the rest of these fights go on.
Good time to end the session. Question mark.
Question marks. I will be ending it almost right now because we're gonna past that point.
I'm ready to go to bed at least.
Yeah, my foot's starting to really hurt. So,
Boo. I'd really
Yeah.
hope to get to do something this session. Oh well.
hey man, I'm sorry, but
It
we'll get
happens.
we'll get to it.
Yeah, it happens. I'm not too messed up about it.
I'll give you 25 extra XP. Hazard, because you're still trying to catch up,
Cool. Mhm.
and we will maybe do some stuff later on. Especially now that your GM is in a bad spot, maybe you can explore the city.
Well, that'd be fun. Are you free Friday?
Um, depends on what time,
Fair enough.
because I do have my game on Friday.
No,
But
that's
you said
fair.
you play with him like 3 times a week?
Yeah. Well, so he DMs on Friday, and the other 2 times we're both
Mm.
players.
Okay.
Well, 1 time I'm a player. I also DM on Sundays.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. Now that you guys are in the
Yeah.
city, it's not required that you guys be together, do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So especially if you got a project.
Yeah, I gotta do all the crafty stuff off screen, so it's not taking up game time.
Yep. Same with setting up business or whatever. All
Mhm.
right, we will. There. I actually go take some real drugs for my foot.
Okay.
Actually, I'll probably save that for later. Go maybe drink some alcohol.
I will talk to you guys later, and thanks for the session.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your patience, especially you, Alex. I know that we didn't get to do much with you, but we'll.
Don't worry. Alex did.
Ooh, what we can do before we get off Alex,
Yo,
we can do something with your people because you still have a port every day.
that's true, I do.
So if you have anything to deliver to them, you know what it is.